Hi everybody, this is Jim with the Friday video, and in just a minute we're going to talk with Kimberly Conyer, who's in our workforce development team. Before I do that though, I got to tell you some really great news that we got just this morning. Chrisella Day sent out an email and let us know that we have been accredited for another 3 years by CARF, which is an outside agency that comes in and kind of looks at how we're doing. Are we following our policies and procedures? Are we really doing what we say we're going to do? And how good an organization are we? And so they really focus in particularly on workforce development programs, and they gave us like 3 thumbs up and said, you guys are doing great, you're great benefit to the community, keep it up, and you're good for another 3 years. So Goodwill International, which we're part of, requires that we be accredited by an outside organization. They want to make sure somebody's looking under the hood, so to speak, and checking our engine. And so we did that, and Chrisella Day, who is our Senior Director of People and Culture, she led the effort on that. So many other people were involved. Amaryl Lett did a lot of work on that too, and Lisa Dillon. So thank you to everybody that was involved in that, and 3 thumbs up on that. All right, I mentioned people and culture, and let me just say a quick hot minute about that. We have had a department that we've called Human Resources. You know, I've never been crazy about that name. It's been around for decades, and I've practiced law in that area, but I've always felt like it kind of sounded impersonal, like people were a resource that we used. So we're changing the name of Human Resources, HR, to People and Culture, because we want to focus on people and we want to make sure we have a great work culture. So when you hear that, it'll take a while to kind of get it into our way of thinking and talking, but that's what we mean when we talk about people and culture, and HR is the name that's being phased out. Okay, Kimberly, come on over here. We had great news today. Kimberly was at an event with Paycom.
Yes.
And it was a philanthropy fair, and a number of, I think, 18 groups were there. We were represented by Kimberly and Sherelle. And surprise, they gave us $1,000. So thank you, Kimberly, for getting us $1,000. And so I'm going to ask you the same 3 questions I ask folks when I go out on the Friday video. Tell us how you got to Goodwill.
I got to Goodwill by sheer happenstance. I'd retired from 21 years at 7-Eleven. I wanted to work in nonprofit at a job that I loved, and God opened the pathway here. I didn't know what a recruiter did. I'd never done this position, took a leap of faith, and I am the happiest now at a job I've ever been in my life. It's nothing but a blessing getting to help people every day I come to work.
That's great. And we're hearing great reports about all the work that Kimberly's doing. She's also involved in the community. She's enrolled in a master's program in nonprofit leadership. She's with a group called OKC Connect, where she's networking with other people in the community. So, atta girl, way to go.
Thank you.
All right, so second question is, what do you love best about your job?
That I get to help people every day. That someone in need, somewhere, somehow. And if I can't do it, I can connect them to someone here that can. Even one of our partners. So even if we as an organization can't do it, our partnership is so great with other nonprofits throughout Oklahoma that if we can't help them, I can get them to someone who can. And I adore being able to do that.
Yeah, that's great to serve as a connector. Okay, so my guess is you've got some advice for us. How could all of us be better employees for Goodwill?
Come to work doing your best. Some days my best is a little short, but most days I get there. And that's all anybody can ever ask of you, or you can ask of yourself. Just come to work, do your best with integrity, and you'll be happy.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so bring your A game. And my mother, years ago, when she graduated from high school, somebody wrote in her yearbook, do your best and let it rest. So I don't know how good I am at the letting it rest, but I always try to do my best. And, that's one of the things that we talk about, doing things with excellence, representing the organization with excellence, serving those in need with excellence. And wherever you are throughout the organization, you're advancing the mission of helping people overcome challenges to employment. So thank you for doing that. Don't forget, you're an important piece of the puzzle. Wherever you're serving, you're helping people in need elevate themselves and develop themselves into the best version that they can be. So, all right, we'll see you next week. Thanks.